Guys, and welcome back to my channel. So guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead, subscribe, and let's get in today's video. So guys, I bring you this sister who posted this video on TikTok to set some records straight on the Black culture of how we dance, braids, our music, etc. on what the palm color people call ghetto. So let's get into the video.
A few people have asked the question that why does Black have to be considered with being uncouth or ghetto or negative? Are we saying that that is what Black culture is? And the answer is absolutely not. We are not saying that is what Black culture is. It's quite the opposite. We are being us, right? We are being who we naturally are. All of us. We're not monolithic. We're all being who we are. But then because we live in a system of white supremacy, that behavior that we do, or that fashion that we wear, or that action that we take on a obvious scale, on a public scale, is deemed as negative, uncouth, unprofessional, ghetto by our white supremacist system. And it's not deemed okay and acceptable until white people embrace it. So for instance, like braids that many of us wear now, we didn't wear them in the workplace. We didn't go out in public with them frequently because we were told for years that the way our hair grew out of our heads and the way we would wear it in natural styles was ghetto, was unprofessional, was uncouth. It was even unclean. But then when white people like the Kardashians started wearing braids and cornrows, it suddenly became a more acceptable thing. Once it's appropriated, then Black people can do what we started doing in the first place. Suddenly, the negativity, the ghetto-ness of it turns to cutting edge and trending. And we have to be aware of how that happens. Also, you must understand that we were once property. Black people have been and continue to still be over-policed in this country. So an example of that are the saggy, baggy jeans that we see some Black youth wearing. I can't stand the fashion. I don't like it whatsoever. Let's be clear with that. One, it's not for me to like, okay? I'm not going to like everybody's fashion. The difference is there are actually laws in local towns across the United States where kids can get fined for wearing saggy pants. And I've heard Black people applauding that, like, that's right, it's so ghetto and uncouth and they look unprofessional and it's terrible. And this is where people don't understand. We can think it's unprofessional and uncouth and we don't like the style, but you must pay attention to the fact that there are a lot of styles that we may not like, that because they're not on Black children, don't get penalized, especially by the law, and don't get deemed ghetto. For instance, when you wear the baggy pants, you see, you could see sometimes people's butts, but usually you see underwear. I'm going to tell you, white girls, when my kids were in high school, would wear these short shorts. I mean, I'm talking about half the butt cheeks hanging out, and they still do. They made Daisy Dukes look conservative. I thought they were in poor taste. If I had a daughter, I would not want them wearing them. However, the difference is there are no laws where these young ladies get fined. They cannot get stopped by the police. They are not called trashy or uncouth. There are no negative stereotypes. They're not ghetto. And that's the difference. Everyone seems to be arguing about if something is or isn't appropriate, or if we do or don't have standards, or if something is or isn't Black. You're not paying attention to what I'm trying to say. We can say something's not great or we don't approve of it, but it's the way that things are handled, the way that we police each other, because we've been trained that it's okay to police Black folks. We've seen it our whole lives in a way that we would never, ever police white children for the same atrocities, if we're calling it that. You just have to pay attention to how your brain has been colonized to have police officers at black kids' graduations, to have being okay with fines being placed on black kids for wearing saggy pants, but not on white children for having purple hair or 700 earpiece piercings all in their faces and tattoos and wearing all black to school and black golf makeup. We are policed in a way that is unnatural and unfair and based on white supremacy. And it makes me sad when we perpetuate it, when we act on behalf of white supremacy. That is the problem. If that dentist who didn't want her children, her patients to wear pajamas and do-rags and all of that was a problem for her, she could have had best dressed patient of the month and given out a free cleaning. She could have hosted fashion classes. She could have talked one-on-one with her patients. But no, instead, she decides to belittle them, to be another person who is banning them, because our kids get banned all the time in obvious ways and not so obvious ways. She decides to be a participant in this system. And what does it do to our kids? What does it do to us? And just think about it sometimes. Just think about it, guys. We are acting on behalf of a system that we will never, ever be a part of or benefit from.
Okay, so here's my 2 cents on this video, guys. Ghetto is a creativity that hasn't been stolen yet. I'm sure they are planning on doing that. When you think about this, guys, the world loves our cultural products, but they don't love us as culture producers. You know what I mean? So when it comes to music, language, fashion, the way we dance, our hair, Ghetto is nothing but creativity that hasn't been stolen yet. Education is elevation. You're welcome. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not, and turn on the notification bell if you have not. And please let me take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel, keeps watching my videos without skipping the ads. That's how I get my coins, guys. So please make sure you turn on your notification bell so that every time I upload a new video, guys, you will be the first one to be notified. I will definitely see you in my next video. Peace.